What's up, family? Welcome back to KimmyDTV. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the situation. As you guys may know, I can't call it by its name because YouTube has its own policies and procedures and it censors certain words. So of course I cannot say it in the video or even put it in the title. Honestly, I was really avoiding doing this kind of video because I don't like really doing videos where it's really negative or put people down. But you know, first of all, I want to thank you guys for your overwhelmingly high amount of support that you guys have given me thus far, whether it's your email, your Instagram messages, messages on Facebook, your comments that you leave on YouTube. I want to first thank you guys so much. And you know, we always have fun in the community tab, so I couldn't let my family hanging. So that's how I feel, like you guys are my family, so I couldn't let my family hanging and not address the big elephant in the room. But just to preface this video by saying that I will not be talking about the situation in excess because I feel like, number one, I do not have the authority to talk about that situation, and number two, I don't think I have the adequate amount of knowledge that is needed to address the situation. So I implore you guys, please go to cdc.com and WHO.com, the World Health Organizations. I'll leave the link down below for accurate information. Don't scare yourselves, and make sure you guys just stay informed, stay aware, and stay precautions. So yeah, where do I start? This thing has affected us all. I first want to say my heart goes out to those who have lost their lives, especially in Italy, since Italy is the epicenter of the situation at this moment. I was in Italy maybe 2 years ago, and those people are so lively. They have such great charisma and life to them, and to see that happen, it's horrible. I've watched a lot of videos to the point where I had to limit myself to watching those videos, and I encourage you guys to limit yourselves as well, just for the sanity of your mental health. And my heart goes out to those people who have lost their lives, number one. And my heart definitely goes out to, so since most of you guys are healthcare professionals or want to be or aspire to be healthcare professionals, my heart goes out to you as well. So I'm talking about CNAs, certified nursing assistants. I know a lot of people don't talk about you. Well, if nobody says thank you, I say thank you, because you guys are basically the heartbeats of many hospitals and nursing homes. You guys work so hard and so diligently, and for that I thank you. Nurses, RNs, registered nurses, clinical nurse specialists, respiratory technicians. A lot of people don't talk about respiratory technicians, especially you know, and how things are spread. I want to thank you guys, doctors, nurse practitioners, those who are thinking about going to nursing school, those who are a nurse already, those who are taking their prereqs. However, it has all affected us, but especially the healthcare practitioners, the healthcare professionals who are on the workforce. You guys are going to work every day. The whole country is shut down, but we are putting, as healthcare professionals, we are putting our lives at risk, and we are also putting the lives of our family members at risk. So it's a really difficult time for us, and I just want to say thank you for doing that. You know, it has been hard. For me, I've been affected as well. As you guys know, that I am in nursing school. I know some of you guys are in nursing school. Things have been changed. So, you know, it is an adjustment. It is a lot of change. And, you know, particularly for me, you know, even before this whole thing happened, there were certain things that happened successively, like, and I was like, and then this happened, and it just like, basically, you guys get the point. Just a lot of things were happening all at once. So I just want to say my heart goes out to you guys who are in nursing school, who are thinking about going to nursing school. Those guys have your prereqs, and especially to those of you who are supposed to be graduating in May. I know a lot of people are graduating in May, and I'm not sure how that affects you guys, but my heart goes out to you. Honestly, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was one of those people who I didn't think that this thing would blow up to this capacity. I thought it was one of those things that would eventually blow off, but unfortunately so. that is not how things unraveled, and we have to basically deal with the repercussions of the situation at this moment. But all I have to say is that my heart goes out to you guys. I give you guys support, and I just want to make sure you guys keep your vibrations up, whatever that looks like to you, whatever faith that you're in. Prayer, meditation, listening to good music, having fun, playing games. I encourage you guys, I implore you guys to please don't just focus on negative TV or negative YouTube videos. Just try to take a break from that. Stay informed, but take a break from that and really step back and really let's just take this time to reflect on what we have. And also, I just wanted to share, before I close out, I wanted to share a few things that I've learned from this, and something that you guys could take from it. So the first thing I've learned is to be flexible. So for those guys who don't know, I'm a really type A personality type person. I'm very rigid, and if I want to do something, like I have to do A, B, C, D, and E, and it must go in that order, and that A, B, C, and D must be written in Times New Roman. Like, I'm very like that, and sometimes that is not good. Like, for example, when I first started nursing school, they were like, no, you have to use e-text. I'm like, no, I'm used to using physical textbook. Like, something as simple as that. I was like, oh my god. But I've learned throughout this experience is that, you know, I'm not in control, you know, God's in control, and it's so important to be flexible in life. Like, yes, make plans, because I believe if you don't make plans in life, the world will kind of make plans for you, right? Make plans, but at the same time be open to flexibility, be open to fluidity, because you never know, like, something beautiful can sprout out of that. So that's the first thing I've learned. And the second thing I've learned is being prepared. Now, we all know as healthcare professionals, yes, being prepared means keeping your house as clean as possible and washing your hands and stuff like that, but I specifically mean being financially prepared. It's so important. And trust me, I'm speaking to myself. It is so important in life to prepare for these things, to have a savings account, to have as least debt as possible, to not be living paycheck to paycheck during these times, because it's during times like this that you need money to be prepared. You need to be financially stable, and also the people you have around you. It also makes me assess and go over, who do I have in my circle, who are my friends, who are my family, who are my acquaintances that I could lean on in times of help. In these kind of times, you want to have people of value, people of stature that can help you, and that is your friend, and that you guys can collaborate with and work to solve certain problems that can arise during these panic situations. So it also makes me realize, assess who's around me, and to make corrections there as well, and to prepare financially also. And yeah, that's the number one thing I have learned, is to prepare. And the third thing I have learned is basically, I'm not 100% on this, so I'm not gonna share exactly what I mean by this, but I'll give you guys a snippet. It did make me think about like post-grad stuff. Oh wait, but before I go into that, and why I say prepare financially is, like, I know us as healthcare professionals, we still have to continue working, but I remember I was watching a YouTube video, and there's this woman, she said she was pregnant, she has asthma, and she still has to work. So think about that. That is really, really hard to do. So that's why I said, like, there are instances where you have to prepare for situations like this. But nevertheless, yes, it did make me think about post-grad stuff. So it did make me think about what kind of nurse I want to be after I graduate. And it also made me think about, what do I want to do after graduation? Like, a lot of, like, in terms of if I so choose to go on to my master's, it makes me think about what kind of program I want to go into. There's nurse anesthesiologist, there's nurse practitioner, there's guys, my mind is like totally, comment down below, that nurse that does the computers, it's like computer programming and nurse combined. But there's case management, there's all kinds of like advanced degrees, there's nurse educator, there's all kinds of advanced degrees out there. And sometimes when we choose our advanced degrees, we go off of money. And trust me, I'm not going to be the one to downplay you. I'm not going to be the one to say, oh girl, you shouldn't go there for money or whatever, because money is really important. I mean, the way this thing is going to affect our economy is astronomical. It's out of this world. The last depression we saw was in 08. I fear what's gonna happen after this economically, because obviously, but enough of that. You guys could do your own research with that, but you guys will see what I mean by that. Like, this will affect our economy, obviously. But it made me think about that, you know, because like when we do decide to go into these professions, I think a lot of people are not really talking about it. So I just wanted to have an open forum. Like, when you're in the health profession, you are at risk anyway. But I think like when you do decide to like advance your career and even choose where you want to work, you know, as healthcare professionals, we got to think about that. Like, we got to think about different ways that we do put ourselves at risk, especially those of us who, you know, women, you know, women who have children, who plan on having children, who have families and stuff like that. You know, my allegiance always goes to my patient, of course, because that's why nursing is important to me, because I want to, people do deserve to feel better. I've been a patient before, so it's like that element is in it, but at the same time, you know, it makes you think about different things. So I'm not going to say specifically what, because I don't want months down the line or years down the line you're going to say, oh well, Kimberly said she's going to do this or not do that because of this coronavirus, because of this virus thing. But it does make me think. It does make me ponder. It does make me assess certain things in my life, and it does make me think about the future of how you should prepare in terms of your career. But yeah, guys, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to say that my thoughts, you guys are in my thoughts, and you guys are definitely in my prayers. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all who have been commenting. Nurse practitioner students, hey. Professors, reach out to me, hey. Just thank you guys so much for reaching out, for talking, and you know, I'm trying to keep myself up. How am I doing? I'm trying to keep myself up. I'm trying to keep my sanity up. That's why I made that TikTok video. By the way, follow me on TikTok, KimmyDTV. Just trying to keep my spirits up, you know, during this time. And yeah, let's start this open forum. I want to know, how has this affected you? Does this make you reevaluate some career decisions? Can we talk about that, or is it taboo? How has this affected you financially? Do you plan on investing after this? Passive income? I'm telling you guys have to get into passive income, because passive income is so important. It doesn't matter if you, and that's one thing I wanted to say. This is why I made that video before on why nurses are rich yet broke, because in times like this, you're gonna want a passive income, you know? So it's just a food for thought. I just wanted to come out and say hey, and just let you know, guys know that I'm thinking about you. And yeah, I'll see you.